So Gamlen couldn't even be bothered to come himself. I should have expected he'd send you, cousin.
You have a cousin?
I have a cousin.
Gamlen never told you. Of course he didn't. Why would he?
Sorry to interrupt this touching family reunion, but we have unfinished business here.
Veld! What are you doing here?
Mekkel is dead. That bastard killed him.
I don't know who you are, but we can talk about this.
Talk about this? Like you talked with my brother before you cut him down?
That doesn't make sense. Mekkel was just supposed to hand over the note.
You really think we didn't read it? We know about the gem charade. Hand it over. I won't let Mekkel's death be for nothing.
You let your brother go up against someone like Hawke for a stupid gem. You know what? I did find the gem, but you're not getting your pathetic little hands on it, Veld.
Fine. We'll do this the hard way.
Aim for the throat!
Let's finish this!
You're pitiful! Give up now!
Run! Run, you can!
You're going to regret this!
Victory! Using potion!
Stand down!
With a mage. That's enough out of you! Victory!
You're pretty useful in a fight. You don't take after Gamlen at all.
Gamlen never told me he had a daughter.
There's probably a lot of things he hasn't told you. My mother, Mara. She left Gamlen before I was born. He was so fixated on finding that stupid gem, I doubt he even noticed she was gone. She told me about Gamlen before she died last year. I didn't even know about him.
You set this whole thing up just so you could meet your father?
I just wanted to see, I don't know, how far he'd go for something he really wanted. And then he doesn't even show up. I baited him with the one thing I thought would get his attention.
He's got some good qualities. You might be surprised.
Really? What do you think I should do?
I think you should go talk to Gamlen. Does he even know about you?
I'm not sure.
I wouldn't throw away the chance if I were you.
Maybe give him a chance before you write him off.
I think I will. Having a cousin turned out to be a good thing. Maybe having a father will too.
You got to realize this is kind of new to me. I didn't know Mara had a baby. If I did, I would have, I don't know, gone after her or something.
She used to say I was so much like you, and I didn't even know who you were. I guess I wanted to see for myself. I need some time to think about all this, but if it's all right, I'd like to come back and talk more.
I think I'd like that. Keep, safe.
Looks like you two had a good talk.
It was bloody awkward, that's what.
I was worried she wouldn't come find you. I think you need each other.
You know, I may not say this very often, but I'm glad you're one of the family. But seriously, next time, stay out of my damn business, boy.
How are you at finales, Varric?
I'm expecting some practical experience fairly soon.
Make it a good one, will you?
For you, madam, endless sunsets and roses.
Varric.
And the swift hand of the law sweeping all aside. I thought it went unsaid.
Your husband agrees with me.
About what?
He thinks the Knight Commander's mad. He told me she's gone behind your back to investigate guardsmen she suspects as secret mages.
Even if that were true, he wouldn't tell you.
He won't fight for her when the time comes. Would you turn against your own husband?
I don't know if you're lying or crazy.
Very fine wine.
The Grand Cleric is a doddering fool. Kirkwall deserves better. I'll find you as soon as I'm done. Thank you.
Blessed are those who live in the sight of...
I wanted you to have this.
What's that? A pillow?
Hand embroidered by my mother. The only thing of hers they let me keep when I went to the Circle.
Why in the name of Andraste would you give that to me?
You've been a good friend, Varric.
You keep your pillow, Blondie. And may you have many more dreams of killing Templars on it.
Hawke, I didn't expect you here, but let me take this time to tell you how much I respect you. You've stood by me when I gave you every reason to turn away. Just remember, whatever happens, I wanted you to know that.
Why are you talking like this?
He'll still be here, you know, Justice. Long after you and I are gone. It doesn't mean the same thing to a spirit. He'll just go back to the Fade.
You've been a good friend.
No, I haven't. And I'm sorry. I was hoping we'd find a better way, but... Justice and vengeance are too intertwined. I can't tell one from the other. You have been a better friend than I ever thought to have.
Champion, welcome.
What is this urgent matter you spoke of?
There was an incident within the gallows. A number of phylacteries were destroyed, and several mages took the opportunity to escape. We've recovered most of the fugitives. However, I require your assistance in tracking down the last 3.
How did the phylacteries get destroyed?
An insurrection. Several of my own Templars orchestrated the escape, presumably out of sympathy for the Mages. They turned their backs on their duty and endangered their charges, as well as the city. Thankfully, most who escaped fled to their families and offered no resistance. The last 3 are proving more difficult.
I'm surprised you would turn to me. We haven't always seen eye to eye.
I have asked you to track these fugitives so you might see for yourself what we Templars deal with every day. If you still think them worth our mercy, tell me then.
I'll see what I can do.
I am relieved. I was expecting resistance after that debacle at the market. Talk to these mages' families. Learn where they are hiding and find them before they do harm. You will see that imprisonment or death is sometimes the only kindness we can offer. Speak to my assistant Elsa. She can tell you whatever you need to know about the fugitives. I bid you good day, Champion.
Good day, Champion of Kirkwall. Knight Commander Meredith has informed me that you will be tracking down the apostates on behalf of the Templars. There are 3 of them. Huon, Emile, and Evelina.
What do you know about Evelina?
Evelina was trained for 8 years in the Circle in Ferelden. She was last seen in her former residence among the refugee community in Darktown.
Tell me what you know about Emile.
The second apostate is Emile de Lancey, 5th son of the Comte de Lancey.
Out of Hightown. Some of our more vocal and delicate nobility. They are home in the evenings authoring complaints.
I want to hear about Huon.
Huon is an elf. He was apprehended in the alienage 10 years ago. His wife, Nisa, works for a dressmaker in Lowtown.
I have all the information I require for now.
Good luck on your search, Champion of Kirkwall.
I'm not doing that.
This is a difficult time for Kirkwall.
So who is Bianca?
My crossbow. Say hello, Bianca.
But why Bianca? You must have named her after someone.
Nope. Mirabelle was taken.
The way you fondle your weapon is disturbing.
Hey, I'm a perfect gentleman. In public.
Maker's blessing, champion. Have you come to pray?
Have you thought about which side you'll take? Between the Mages and Templars?
It's no secret that you count apostates among your friends, champion. You have done much to fan the flames of rebellion here. We must give Meredith and Orsino time to work out their differences. No good can come of showing favor to one side.
The Maker created mages. Why doesn't he protect them?
I feel for the mages, I do. I would not wish to be locked in the gallows. But I cannot take sides. We are all the Maker's creatures, but magic allows abuses beyond the scope of mortals. I only hope I can balance the needs of everyone. For if it comes to war, it is the people of this city who will lose.
There you are. I've been looking for you all over. Your Grace?
Your soul is troubled, child. I hope you found a balm for it here.
Do you feel like a citizen, Fenris?
Excuse me?
You've been in Kirkwall as long as I have. Does it feel like home?
I have no comparison, really. It feels like a free place.
We got nothing here you'd want. Get back to Hightown and leave us alone.
Does Evelina live here? Why are you here?
This is our home as much as it is hers. Evelina shared everything she had with us. Evelina found us when the Darkspawn came, when our parents died. She made sure we got to Kirkwall safely.
I miss her.
But when she went to join the Circle here, they called her apostate for leaving the tower in Ferelden. They locked her up.
You came from Ferelden?
Yes, until we got here, I thought we were the only ones who had survived.
Don't you have any other family?
Everyone died in the Blight. Evelina kept picking us up, new children every day, everyone she could save.
Do the Templars know you're here?
They don't care. They only want Evelina.
Didn't she want to stay free with you?
She didn't want us to be stuck in Darktown. She wanted to give us a real life. She thought the Circle would help her, but they just locked her away.
If you tell me where Evelina is, I'll try my best to help her. You can trust me.
No one can help her.
The Templars made Evelina angry. They made her change. It wasn't her fault. When it was over, she was ashamed. She ran into the tunnels and hid.
Shut up, Cricket. Don't tell them that.
She's in the sewers, child.
You can't go there. She'll know we told you and she'll be angry at us.
Angry? I didn't like when she got angry. We have to hide.
Cricket!
What are you doing here?
I thought if we warned her about you, she wouldn't be angry. But then she...
Walter...
She's coming! Run!
There you are. Don't run from me, Walter. You know those are the rules.
Funny. In my house, we always felt running away from violent madwomen was a good thing.
These are my children. You and your kind abandoned them.
You're Ferelden, like us. But you feast on sweetmeats while your people starve in the Undercity. I spit on you, traitor.
And on the pathetic Templars that sent you. Kirkwall should be mine. Then my children will have a whole city to play in.
You are not enough!
Well done, everyone.
I don't understand. Evelina loved us. She saved us. Why would she try to hurt us now?
Evelina would never hurt you, child. That was a demon. Remember her as she was. A brave, kind, loving woman.
I'll try.
She won't be the last. Both sides will do anything. And stuck in the middle.
I just don't know what we'll do now.
Take this, and use it wisely.
Thank you, Miss Eyre. I should go buy some food for the others. They've been hungry for a long time.
Welcome home, Miss Eyre. Another message came while you were away. It's on your desk.
How can you have so much faith? Does nothing bother you?
You're bothering me.
The Maker left us to our own devices generations ago. He's never going to step back in. Start listening to our prayers again. He's gone. Doesn't that bother you?
He's a merciful Lord. He could have destroyed our world when we failed him, but instead, he gave us a chance at redemption. Should we not be joyful? If Althena won't leave Kirkwall, neither will I. I can't abandon her when the Divine's own agent warned her away.
The Grand Cleric is lucky to have your loyalty.
She'd be luckier were I willing to hit her over the head and carry her away. This isn't her battle. But if these Maleficarum rebel against the Knight Commander, Althena will put herself between them and be torn apart. I must try to make her see reason. This cannot end well. I'm giving it all up. I made a vow to the Chantry, and it was wrong to turn my back.
Sebastian, listen to yourself. You're as impulsive now as the day you turned away from us. Do you think the Maker wants another rashly spoken vow that you'll abandon when the next passion takes you?
I will not.
This is your life, child. Don't spend it being blown about like a weather vane. But here's Hawke. Maybe you can talk some sense into him.
Is the Grand Cleric upset with you?
She thinks I'm fickle, but I mean it. It was wrong for me to break my oath to the Chantry. I've turned against the Maker. And for what? Why would I want to rule Starkhaven and deal with jackals like Lady Harriman for the rest of my life?
Do you see yourself as a prince or a priest?
That's exactly the question I've been praying for guidance about. When I think of going to Starkhaven, calling on allies like Flora Harriman and all the corrupt, scheming nobles, my throat swells shut in horror. When I think about staying, I'm at peace.
You should ask what's best for your people, not just for you.
I do not have hubris enough to imagine it matters to the common people who rules them. Kirkwall does well enough with no one in the Viscount's seat. Someone will take the reins. The fields will be planted, the crops gathered. No one will notice that a Vale lives and isn't there, and I can devote my life to the Maker's will on Thedas.
You're wise to stay here. No one trusts a man who breaks his oath.
I cannot return to Starkhaven and subject my people to war without a clear sign that it's the Maker's will. Hawke should do it. Kirkwall needs a Viscount.
Have you asked him? It would be Hawke's decision.
I watched my parents in Starkhaven. When times are good, the city rules itself. Years could pass and no one would notice who's prince. But when there's famine, when there's war, people look to their leaders. Who does Kirkwall have beyond Hawke?
This is probably a conversation for the two of you to have.
You want me to be Viscount?
Andraste said the Maker is king in the heavens, but it is the kings of Thedas who must recreate his worldly glory. I keep thinking about that. Who better serves the Maker? A brother of the faith, or a prince who can sway a whole city?
Every person does the Maker's work in their own way.
Althena is risking her life by not deserting her flock. Could I do the same? It's been 15 years since I lived in Starkhaven. The people there are only a memory to me. Kirkwall, the Chantry, that's real. That's where I belong.
You're a man of faith, Sebastian. You would have hated politics.
You're probably right. Bootlicking nobles and bickering farmers, I'd have sent the whole lot to do penance. I do appreciate you hearing me out. You've been a good friend, Hawke. I will stay, as much for you as for her grace.
You've done a great service to this city, but...
Do you still support the Knight Commander?
I don't care a fig for her, but she's the only one holding back the madness in this city.
Holding back? She's howling at the bloody moon. Even her own people think she's lost it. What will it take for you to see that she's crazy?
Mages in glass houses shouldn't throw fireballs.
Oh, greetings, Messer. My mistress is away seeing to a customer, but she will be back shortly. Is there anything I can do to help you?
I'm here to speak to Huon's wife. Are you she?
I am his wife. When the Templars came, I told them the truth. I hadn't seen Huon in 10 years. But after they left, he came to me. He wanted me to hide him. I used to dream of him returning, but not like this. He's changed, and I don't know him anymore. I sent him away.
Do you know where Huon went after you sent him away?
I don't know. He disappeared. But Huon said he would return to take me away from this forever.
Empty promises.
I don't know what he means, and I am afraid of him, Mister.
Would it help if I returned? I'll make sure you're safe.
I would be grateful. Huon said he would come to the alienage soon, at nightfall. Are you going to arrest him? I think he needs help. Maybe the Circle will be able to heal whatever troubles him. Huon.
Hush, love. Don't be afraid. Your blood will bring new life to our people.
Ugh.
She was so beautiful.
She was your wife.
Her sacrifice will lead me to my destiny. The humans keep us down because they're afraid of the magic within us. Look at the magic Nisa held inside her. She was just afraid to use it.
It's always the same. Always.
How many
Good evening, Comtesse.
Oh, the champion of Kirkwall. This is marvelous. You honor this household. I will call for refreshments. Talia? Oh, she is so slow, this girl. Come, let us chat while we wait.
Thank you for your hospitality, Comtesse. I need to speak to you about Emile.
Hospitality? This? Oh, it is a disgrace. If you had just sent a message to say you were coming. I haven't seen Emile since he was taken to the Circle. He was just 6. You can tell the Templars not to worry. I am sure Emile will turn himself in soon. He is a good boy.
Dulcie! What have you done? You should have told the boy to throw himself at the mercy of the Templars.
Guillaume! Darling!
Don't darling me, Dulcie. He's been telling people he's our son, that you gave him gold.
Guillaume! Darling! We have guests!
I am your son's best chance for mercy from the Templars.
Mercy? They wouldn't really hurt him, would they? Oh, you should have seen his face. It just broke my heart. I gave him some money. Not too much. He said he wanted to start a new life.
New life? His new life is spent in low-town taverns, getting drunk on cheap wine. It's a wonder the Templars haven't found him yet. Help us, please, champion. Emile is not a blood mage, just a foolish boy. Don't let the Templars kill him.
Blood mage? Oh, Guillaume, don't say that.
Please, save my son's life.
If there is a way to help Emile, I will find it.
Thank you, champion. An acquaintance spied Emile in the Hanged Man not long ago. He should still be there.
The Hanged Man? Oh, but that place is filthy.
Come, Dulcie. Perhaps you should lie down.
Oh, but the Hanged Man is so filthy.
Watch where you step. Easy as pie.
Emile de Lancey?
Hey, how'd you know my name? Did Nella tell you? I gave her my Lancey signet ring in exchange for a kiss. And tonight, she's going to make me a man.
The Comte was right. How did the Templars miss him?
He's lived in the Circle all his life. He can't function in the real world.
A round of drinks on me. I'm Emile, as you know. And you are?
Feeling very sorry for you. I'm also helping the Templars hunt a mage named Emile de Lancey. And here you are.
Oh, buggery. I know what this is about. I'm not a blood mage, all right? I started that rumor because I thought it would make me sound dangerous and suave.
Do you have a death wish? You grew up in the Circle. You know what the Templars do to blood mages.
I've only told people in the tavern. And only women. You don't understand. I've been in the Circle since I was 6. 6! For 20 years I was locked up. Never had a real drink or cooked something for myself. Never stood in the rain or kissed a girl.
The Ferelden Circle's more fun. Everyone was kissing everyone. Though that was before the abominations.
I just wanted to live a little. If you are going to kill me, do it. I'd rather die drunk.
Did you really escape the Circle so you could kiss a girl?
Well, not just that. I've read so much about the other things you can do with girls. I just don't want to die a virgin.
You can't run. The Templars will find you eventually.
I'll make you a deal, all right? Give me one night. Just one night. One of the tavern girls, Nella, agreed to lie with me. I even paid for a room. Please, let me have this. You can take me back in chains after.
I'll wait here till you're ready to go back to the Circle.
Thank you.
Well?
I'm not going to tell you about it. That was utterly worth it. Back to the Templars.
There's an expedition heading down there.
I'm led to believe that both Huon and Evelina are dead. Unfortunate, but necessary. Emile de Lancey, however, turned himself in. Rather happily, I might add. I would have had him executed immediately, but the boy's father made an impassioned appeal on his behalf. What say you, champion? Do you believe Emile to be dangerous?
Stupidity can be dangerous, and he has that in spades.
His father implied as much. Very well. Emile will keep his life, though I will watch him closely.
At least this is over.
Wait. That's it? Pay us and send us on our way? Not a single thought given to the fact that you Templars brought all of this upon yourselves?
Be very careful, Mage. Your friendship with the champion protects you only so much.
You've gone too far, and you know it.
Maybe if you never took Huon from his wife, she wouldn't be dead. Evelina could be alive. And with the children she risked everything to save.
There are maybes enough to fill half the graves in Kirkwall. I will not add more to the pile. Enough. I have not the patience to argue with you further.
I hear the champion of Kirkwall.
Got a minute, Hawke? I know this is ancient history, but remember that Hightown house Bartrand barricaded himself in? Bartrand doesn't exactly need the place now that he's in the sanitarium. I've been trying to sell it.
I assume there's not much interest in it.
No. There's a really small number of people who want expensive, blood-covered houses in Hightown. I found a minor noble in Ravane who bought the place sight unseen. But now there's a problem. They say the place is haunted.
Bartrand's atrocities must have weakened the barrier between this world and the Fade.
Maker, I hope not. I don't think I can fix the veil through applied use of force. They've noticed some minor problems. Voices whispering in the walls, apparitions, things moving on their own. My hope is it's a relic Bartrand brought back from the Deep Roads. We smash it, and the haunting stops.
Very well. We'll investigate the mansion. Again.
Thanks, Hawke. I knew you wouldn't let me down.